In this section, we'll be seeing how to do intranet hacking using Metasploit. So this is the scenario that we're going to be working with. So the attacker is on the internet over here. He has a public IP address, and there is a Windows XP computer which is also connected to the internet, but there is a Windows XP 2 computer over here which is only connected to the local internet, and the Windows XP over here is connected through LAN to this computer. So attacker cannot directly access this computer, but his end objective is to get some information from this computer. So what he's going to do is that let's see how he's going to get inside. So the attacker is going to use the internet in order to hack this Windows XP, and once that is done, he is going to pivot from this computer and go through the LAN and control this. So let's see how that's going to work. So let's see how he's going to hack into the first XP computer. So he's going to use an attack called browser autopwn, and this generates a web page and it will load all available exploits that are available for web browsers, and if it is successful, then the attacker will gain access into the target machine, and this is the command for using it. We're going to give use space AUXILIARY auxiliary /server /browser_autopwn, and you have to set the server, you have to configure the server. So you're going to give set SRV host, and that is the IP address of the attacker, and we're also going to get set the L host, and that is also set L host space the IP address of the attacker. And in order to start running the server, you just simply give the command run, and you can see after it will take some time, and after all the exploits are loaded, it is saying that the server has started, and this is the URL that is going to be using. So what the attacker has to do is he has to somehow trick the users into opening this URL, and once it is opened, you can see that it will find if any of the if the browser is vulnerable to any of the exploits, and it will exploit it. It will run the shell code, and you can see it has started a session, and we can get the list of active sessions by just giving sessions in Metasploit, and this will give you a list of sessions. And in order to interact with a specific session, you just need to give sessions -i and the session ID. So in this example, we'll be giving sessions -i1. So this will open the session 1, and after that you're inside the XP computer, the first XP computer, and you need to list all the interfaces in that computer, and because this is connected both through the internet and the internal network, it will have two IP addresses. One will be the public facing internet IP address, and one will be the LAN IP address. So you can see the intranet can't be accessed by the attacker directly. So what he's going to do, he's going to pivot from this computer to here. So first he has to find all the computers in that local subnet. So he's going to run an ARP scanner for that 172 series. You can see, just imagine that the 192 series is the public internet, and 172 is the local private LAN. So he's going to run an ARP scan, and this will give the different machines in that network. And after that, what he's going to do is he's going to route all the packets that are sent from the attacker's machine to the compromised XP machine. It will be sent to all the machines in the network. So what he's going to do is run space auto route -s the subnet mask and then the net mask. So what he's going to do is run auto route. He's going to give the LAN's subnet mask, which is 172.16.1.1, and he's going to give this net mask that will be 255.255.255.0, and this will forward all the data that is being sent from the attacker to the entire subnet. So this is how you do a port scan on the intranet. So we can use the auxiliary for port scan over here. So it's simple as use auxiliary scanner /port scan /TCP, and you can set the rhost and you can set the ports, and it will run the scan. So here you're going to check if the port 445 is open, and you can see in one of the machines in the intranet, port 445 is open. So we've already seen that we've already seen a lot about this exploit over here, the MS08067 net API exploit. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this exploit. We're going to set the rhost as the computer that we found has this 445 port open. So we're going to set rhost, and we're going to set the payload as the Medpreter bind TCP payload, and we're going to give exploit. So after you've exploited and you've gotten a Medpreter session, we're going to do a port forward, and we're going to first give port forward space add. We're going to give the attacker's IP, and we're going to give the attacker's port. We're going to give the target IP, the target port, and what is happening over here is after he has given the port forward, the attacker is able to access a internal website that is only available to the victim. He is able to access it from his computer. So this way he has information which is only available to the computer in the local network. So we'll be looking more into this in the video, and if you're not that clear about it, I hope once you look at the video you'll be very clear about it. And let's look at some defense first. So first of all, the operating system and the applications in that computer should be up to date, and a firewall should be there both at the network and the machine level. And you should always have a working antivirus, because even if an exploit is working, sometimes the shellcode can be detected by the antiviruses. So, and also if you use a tool like Emmet, it will stop most exploits from running, and unless it's a custom exploit, knowing that Emmet is there in the computer, it will be very, very secure. So let's go to the video demonstration.